Are the rumors that have been going around about the new era knee sleeves true? In this video we're going to go over the difference of traditional knee sleeves with new era knee sleeves, on which ones you should buy. In the end I will give you my method of using sleeves that has helped me squat 280 kilos in competition. The new era knee sleeves are like nothing you have ever seen. The first time I touched them, not even put them on, I couldn't believe how different they were from the traditional knee sleeves. The material difference was insane. It was so much denser and thicker and way less bendy. The sleeves felt more like plastic pipes instead of sleeves, and they could stand on their own. You could even load 25 kilo plates on the sleeves and they wouldn't fold. The stitching and the shape was different. New era knee sleeves have more of an hourglass shape or a shape of the knee instead of a straight cut like the traditional knee sleeves, and the biggest difference basically was that the old school sleeves or the traditional sleeves were much more flexible and way less dense. But this brings us to the point of durability. Because the old school sleeves are much more flexible, they can bend a lot more times, and the new era sleeves are way less flexible, which brings us to the biggest downside of these sleeves: durability. If you're spending, like my case, 180 euros on these types of sleeves, you expect to buy these and use them for at least 2 or 3 years. In our powerlifting team we have tried 3 Titan knee sleeves and 2 pairs of Rigor Mortis, and until now 3 Titan knee sleeves ripped and 1 of the Rigor Mortis ripped apart. Also I have heard from a lot of people that the Ergo Pro knee sleeves from Inzer also tear after some time, like around 6 months. So the downside of these sleeves all across the board, regardless of brand, is that they can't last very long. After talking with a friend of mine that's also a shoemaker, he made a point that made so much sense to me. He basically said they tried to make a stiff material that's also flexible, but that's very hard to do, and that's why they tear after bending a lot of times. The first time I ever put on new era knee sleeves was after I squatted 270 kilos. When I started powerlifting, I had no idea what powerlifting equipment was. All of this stuff, equipped, raw equipment, was so confusing to me, and I literally started squatting using only a Velcro bodybuilding belt. After some random powerlifting training I was doing, I managed to quarter squat 200 kilos without sleeves, and shortly after that a friend of mine recommended a pair of CrossFit sleeves that I could buy, and I went and bought them, and I was squatting and training with them up until I broke the Greek national junior squat record, and then another friend gifted me some tighter sleeves. I think I did 245 or something similar to that. When I put them on, I felt a whole lot of difference between the soft CrossFit sleeves and the tighter sleeves, and I thought I had the tightest sleeves in the world, and I had some secret that nobody knew. So I started switching from the CrossFit sleeves to the tighter sleeves, and then I went on to squat 270 kilos in the tighter sleeves in competition at the European Championships. But after that, the new era knee sleeves came out, and I bought into the hype, and I bought a pair, and then I managed to squat 280 kilos in competition. What I want to say from all this is that you have to slowly scale it up. Don't start off the end and start off the beginning. If you're just starting out, go sleeveless. Then after you build some solid foundation of strength and technique, and you build some confidence, buy a pair of soft sleeves that you can use in training, and even do some competitions with them. And then scale it up, go for tighter sleeves, and then use your soft sleeves for training and tighter sleeves for competition preps and competitions. And then move it up one more time, buy some new era knee sleeves, use your tighter sleeves for off-season, and use your new era sleeves for competition, prep and competition. This is a system that has helped me build up my confidence and strength in the squat, and I think it's also better mentally if you have some options when you get stuck, when progress stops, that you can get a new pair of sleeves and maybe get stronger again. You have that comfort pillow you can fall on, or you have that plan B you can use to get stronger. I'm not saying that you have to use equipment to become better. No, it's nice to know that you maybe have an option that can help you get stronger again. Don't make the mistake of putting new era knee sleeves too early on. Miss out on valuable gains. If you are new to powerlifting, you definitely have to spend some time sleeveless and slowly ease your way into equipment. With correct technique and structured training, you will build strong and stable knees that can lift a lot of weight. You can buy some soft sleeves that don't give you so much pop out of the hole, they just keep your knee warm and slightly compressed, and give you a slight psychological boost that you are safer. When sleeves are softer, you don't get that much reflex out of the hole or that pop. You can train your strength in a bigger range of motion instead of the sleeves helping you pop out of the hole. which is the most difficult part of the squat. If you are new or you are an intermediate, delay it as much as possible before buying these new era types of sleeves. And when you reach a good level, you can try them out and maybe give you a slight boost. In my opinion, whether that's relevant or not, I believe that sleeves give you 1 to 5% on your 1 rep max. And I do believe you can squat heavier while using tighter sleeves, meaning that you can squat more total volume, which is also a factor that will make you stronger. But like I said, they give you some pop out of the hole, and for that reason, it would be a good idea to do, if you are using new era knee sleeves, to do your heavy top sets with new era knee sleeves, and then your back off sets or your light days with softer sleeves. And one more factor, the psychological one, when you use tight sleeves, you can get used to the feeling very, very fast, and the feeling diminishes over time. And if you don't wear them that often, and you wear them only in competition preps or during heavy sets, when you put them on, you have that feeling of being very tight, and you have that psychological boost that you are stronger, and that helps some lifters lift more weight. Well, now that you know which sleeves to buy, you might also need a belt to become an official powerlifter, so here's a video that will help you choose a belt.